Hey, welcome back, guys. You're watching the AFC South video. You know, I'm excited for this video. You want to know why?
Why?
Because we have to reshoot.
Oh, reshoots are fun.
You can tell it's kind of dark back there.
No, actually what happened is the sun went down for about 10 minutes, came back up.
Oh, it's true. It does do that sometimes if we live in, like, Alaska.
Yeah, we're certainly not shooting 4 hours after the fact.
No, it usually doesn't happen. No. Us, no, we're professional.
No, we get right first take.
We get it done, guys.
Not get done.
No.
That's disrespectful.
Why'd you even bring that up?
I just wanted to make sure everybody knew that. I'm completely against getting done.
Yeah, whoever is, get it out. Get her out.
Get the F out.
No, stop with the wrestling references.
Wow, that was a
Not
great
everyone
t-shirt.
watches
That's
wrestling.
a really popular t-shirt for a lot of people.
Yeah, you know, the World Wildlife Foundation is actually way cooler.
It's actually the World Wildlife Fund, and they're the devil.
I support it either way, no matter what the heck it's called.
You would. That's all I got to say.
You know, I like my wildlife.
Speaking of things I like, let's talk AFC South.
Why do you like it?
Jacksonville.
Oh, yeah, you're a Jaguars fan.
Yeah, I'm a big Jaguars fan. Guess what?
Yeah.
I have them finishing last in the division. I chose that. I chose my team to suck. So that's how dedicated I am to this cause. I am willing to admit that my team is terrible.
I support my brother, too, in their suckage. I actually say they suck more. They will suck more.
I like that you take it to
But before we get to the bottom of the pack, no one talks about bottom before top. You gotta get to Indy.
Well, I think this division revolves around Indy.
Yeah, they have that quarterback. He's kind of good.
Peyton Manning.
Yes, Peyton Manning, good one.
Peyton Manning's going to be great, as he usually is. They've got well-developed weapons at wide receiver. They had some questions at wide receiver after Anthony Gonzalez went down last season, but Pierre Galcon and Austin Collie both stepped up in big ways last season. They're going to continue to contribute, and they're going to get Gonzalez back. So I think you're just adding weapons to an already dynamic offense. I think the Colts run the table through the first 10 or 12 games, to be honest. I think I have them not losing until they play the Patriots late in the season. Yeah, I
have them losing a little bit later. I believe it was San Diego that they lost to in my pickage. We both had them losing the Tennessee final week, assuming they wouldn't play their starters, too. So it's almost like they're a 15-1 caliber team. Possibly 16-0.
Painter sighting might happen again, too.
Yeah, want me some Curtis Painter.
Yes.
Why not? Next in the division, we both flip-flopped. I have Tennessee, you have Houston. Why Houston?
Well, I think that Houston has great depth on offense. I do like their options beyond Andre Johnson as far as receiving Jacoby Jones and Owen Daniels. I think that spreads out the offense and allows their three-headed beast at running back to really be effective as long as they don't have any injuries and as long as Matt Schaub is still on the field. I think the Texans are going to be a great offensive squad, and I think their defense is somewhat underrated.
Yeah, there's some ifs, I think, with injuries and stuff like that with Johnson and Schaub. What are they going to do at running back? That's what I'm kind of wondering, because I really like Steve Slayton. He fumbled the ball way too much last year, and he also fumbled, his career for a little bit.
What kind of happened with Houston is the coach decided you fumble, you're sitting. So
yeah,
started with Slayton. Slayton fumbled, so they went to Ryan Moats, who fumbled, then they went to Ryan Foster, who fumbled. So they went right back to where they started. Now this year you're throwing in the rookie that they picked up, Tate.
Yes, Tate.
Is it Ben Tate?
Ben Tate. I never heard of this guy. Tate. I was thinking like Gary Tate.
Or Golden Tate.
Golden Tate. Yeah, he's good.
It's Ben Tate.
Yeah.
I think it's Ben Tate. Yeah, I think you're going to have the same situation, but if one of those running backs can be an anchor and somebody who actually holds on to the ball, I think the offense is going to be really solid. But you say Tennessee is going to come out on top in that battle for second place in the division. Why do you choose Tennessee?
It's the Vince Young factor. Remember, they did start 0-6 last year. And then they had this quarterback switch. They got rid of that old guy who, I got to have some respect as a Panthers fan.
You do.
But I don't anymore. Sorry. Kerry Collins, you're old. Give it up. Vince Young is the new era in Tennessee.
That's interesting because
he went
he's
8-2.
following a path that is considered a fad now, the the mobile quarterback.
The mobile quarterback.
He's the last of a dead breed.
I believe so too, and that will put some fits into some game plans. I don't think he's still going to run that much, as like people may want him or may think he could. He's still got his arm is improving. I think it's better than Kerry Collins. They still have that Chris Johnson guy. He's pretty darn good.
Are you at all concerned about the fact that Tennessee really doesn't have any
Kenny
elite options at wide receiver?
Yeah,
you like Kenny Britt.
Love Kenny Britt. I think he can pretty much come out as that top receiver that they do need. It's not like he'd be a top receiver in any other team. He kind of just is with Tennessee, but I think he can still get the job done.
Well, counterpoint to that, I think what's going to hurt Tennessee is the fact that this is going to be Vince Young's team. I think other teams are going to be able to game plan against him a little bit better this year, and I have concerns about his ability to adjust to the changes that he's going to see this season as opposed to last year.
Sure.
What do you think is holding back Houston?
Houston, well, they've never done it before. They had the winning season last year. They've never been to the playoffs before. It's hard to predict playoffs. Certainly you can. Certainly they have the squad if everything falls into place.
Sure.
But, you know, I would trust Tennessee and Jeff Fisher over something that is unproven.
That's a very good point. And then, you know, you got to wrap up to the division. Got to talk about everybody.
Got a question.
Talk about Jacksonville.
Jacksonville. Will they be in Jacksonville in 3 years?
I think you're going to be talking about the Los Angeles Jaguars.
Ooh,
within
sounds
3 to 5 years. Maybe they'll bring back what was the name of their XFL team?
The
Extremes.
Avengers? No.
I think it was the LA Extreme.
The Galaxy?
No, it started with an X. The Galaxy?
Yeah.
They play football with their feet.
Football. Yeah. With that Donovan guy.
Yeah, no, I think the Jaguars are going to be a 7-9 team, making this the best division in football.
New guy they brought in from AC Milan.
I like that he's throwing out more interesting soccer stats.
AC
Because really, that's going to be more valuable to your fantasy team than any Jaguars players. And quite honestly, I don't think Jacksonville does anything better than 7-9.
Josh Scobie's kind of cool.
I love Scobie. Scooby-Doo.
That was unnecessary, but you know, I think it's a good way to end the video with a bad.
Maurice Jones-Drew is excellent. The offense poorly mismanaged. Stay away from them. You know, don't predict them to finish 500 or better. It's just not going to happen.
We had him at 4-12. I had him at 4-12. You had him at 7-8.
7-9. They do.
7-9. Yeah.
I have them
they actually play
playing
16
all
games.
of their games.
Yeah. Which
they
may
didn't
not
do
happen
last season because, as far as I know, they never actually showed up for their game against Seattle, where they were down like 40-0 at halftime.
You and like 3 other people watched that game.
No, I didn't even watch it. I just watched it on the stat box while I was watching my fantasy team win. I was watching the Jaguars.
That's what true fans of their teams do. Yeah. Stat box.
Exactly. That's all you can do when you're stuck watching Cardinals games all the time. I think that's that for our reshoot. I mean, our original copy of the AFC South video.
I was gonna just lay down.
That's
kind of late.
Good night.